Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how much money you need to get started with dropshipping. Alright, today I'm going to be showing you exactly how much it's going to cost to start with dropshipping. And I'm going to break down all the costs step by step how I would do it. And then how much exactly you need to get started. It's not as much as you think, but you do need some money. So if you're trying to start out with no money, go ahead and watch one of my previous videos. I'll link it right over here about what steps you need to take in order to start this business without any money. So how much to get started in drop shipping with how much money do you actually need? So this is assuming that you have a stable internet connection and also you have a computer as well. So, just to get the basics out of the way, the obvious out of the way. All right. So one of the expenses that's very easy to see quickly is the Shopify plan. So Shopify, the great thing about Shopify is it comes with a 14-day free trial before you have to start paying them a monthly fee. So Shopify basically will pay, it's the platform that you're going to be hosting your website on. You're going to be doing all your e-commerce. And the great thing about Shopify is that it also has a payment processor as well. And, it makes your life a lot easier. So I highly recommend going with Shopify, and the first month is going to cost $29. All right. So here's the pricing. The first month after the 14-day trial, it goes from between $29, $79, and $299. If you're just starting out, I don't recommend any of these other plans. Go ahead, stick with the $29 plan. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is branding and how much it costs to actually brand your store. So the branding actually it doesn't cost that much, but it's something that it's worthwhile for you to invest in, because if you want to stand out from the crowd, if you want to really build a store that's long term, I've mentioned it for several times before, you want to build a solid brand. So one of the first things you need to do is get a store logo. And this is where, if you have the skills, if you're investing in your skills, then you don't have to necessarily put this money out. But you want a professional logo for your store. So first thing is, like, if you're good at Photoshop, if you can make it look professional and great, it can be free. So if you have the software ready, if you're familiar with how to use the software, you can create your own. You can download, a bunch of different font types that look really, really nice, and from there you can just create using, your store's name. The other options you can have is using Tailor Brands or Fiverr. So looking at Tailor Brands, they give you a lot of different options. It's basically like a software service that basically creates different types of logos for you to choose from, and it only costs $3 for one logo. And the other place that you could also get a logo done is Fiverr. And Fiverr is a very popular website where you can get a bunch of different freelancers. And if you see, the top ones cost about like $10, but there's also some cheaper ones that are available for about $5 as well. So that's what you're going to need to spend to get a logo done. It doesn't cost that much, but I highly recommend that you do it if you're starting a new dropshipping store. The next thing you want to be able to have is a custom domain name for your Shopify store. And why do I recommend this? If you're branding, like I said, if you're branding your store, you need to have good branding. So if your store is, awesome name, whatever, .myshopify.com, that will affect your brand, your customers' perception of your brand. And if the best thing to get is a .com. A .com is basically the gold standard. You don't want a .store, .ca if you're from Canada, .us, and all those different things. You want something that's universally accepted all around the world, and that is .com. and how much does it cost to get a .com. My preferred domain register is called Namecheap. And then, so for example, if you're getting awesome brand name, whatever your store name is, it's gonna cost $10.98 per year. But also you can get a slight cheaper discount if you go and search for their monthly coupon. So I think it takes off like 20%, like a couple bucks off. So, you know, it's good to save wherever you can. You can, this is my preference, Namecheap, but you can also go to like GoDaddy or other famous registers on the internet. You know, do whatever you are most comfortable with. So this is the next cost. All right, custom domain name for $11. You can go Namecheap, you can go GoDaddy. There are other registers, other places where you can register a website. And then next thing you need to do is to have a lot of really high quality stock photos. You don't want to steal people's photos from, you know, Google or whatever, because there's tons of good stock photo that you can use for your store, and you won't get in trouble, you won't get sued for those things. So the best place to go for free ones are, in my opinion, you can get really good ones from Pexels, or you can get it from Canva. So looking at Canva, they have tons and tons of free photos that you can choose. So depending on whatever niche that you're in, you could always get photos from there. The same thing with Canva as well. They provide like very high quality photos, and not they don't charge anything for it. However, if you are looking for something very specific, you could always go to Shutterstock, and then that's a paid service for photos as well. So going over just like the, you know, how much it's going to cost. So it's like $29, a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. It doesn't cost that much. You know, for your first month, for just building your brand, it might cost $50, or at max like $75. That's not that much. And the majority of your budget is going to be going into advertising, whether you're going Instagram influencers, or what I recommend, Facebook ads. Because the way that I run ads, it's going to be $5 for a engagement ad, and then $10 for actual trying to get conversions. So for every single product that I'm testing, it's going to cost me $25. And if you have a small budget, if you know, at minimum you have $250 to play you know, to test products. How many products can you test with $250? So if you break it down, it's about 10 product ads. And you know, if you're just getting starting out, you know, testing 10 different products on this thing is might seem like a lot, but the more budget that you have, the more room you have to play with your ad spend. And you know, if you're spending $250 ads, hopefully you're getting conversions, and you're getting some of that money back, not as a profiting right away, but just to get to understand your target audience, to understand what they like. So you, from this $250 ads, you'll definitely be able to see like what people are adding to cart, what people are actually clicking onto your website. And then if you actually had $1,000 budget, you're gonna be able to test 40 products, which just increases your likelihood that you're gonna find something winning, something that's going to stick, or at least a decent selling product that you can sell and just get that momentum from there. So from here, you know, your budget can be as much or as little as you want, but at minimum, I would say you want to be able to test a good amount, you know, at least 10 to 20 products. So at minimum, you know, excluding all of these other costs, you know, I would say at minimum you need a $250 budget just to get started, just to learn how the platform works, just to learn these things. But I wouldn't think of it as, oh, I'm going to be profitable, I'm going to build a 6-figure business, I'm going to be able to make, you know, $1,000 days with this type of budget. And essentially I I would start with at least $1,000, but the more money you have, the more flexibility you have, the more room you have to test more and more products. And the more products you're testing, the more likely like you're able to succeed with that. All right. If you guys are new to this channel, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I'm here for you guys every day, giving you guys insane value for your dropship journey. All right, guys, thanks.